friends, welcome back to Chronic Asana. Let's do a short practice for rheumatoid arthritis today. Our favorite topic on this channel, really the reason the channel exists at all, because if we haven't met yet, I'm Stephanie. I've lived with rheumatoid arthritis for 25 years, and I've been teaching yoga for 13 of those 25 years. And nothing has really taught me how to live better with my disease than yoga has, and so I'm just here to pass it on with you. Today, we're going to explore a dynamic practice. So we're going to continuously move and get that synovial lining all loosened up. You know that every changing day is different with how you feel. Some days you want to move a bunch and you can move a bunch. And some days you just want to chill out and be more still. If today is the day that you want to be a little bit more still, then I would recommend you take this practice instead. If you'd like to get moving, then join me on your mat. We're going to keep it short and sweet. We're going to stay low to the ground, but we'll do a few shapes from our back and a few shapes from a tabletop position. And so I want you to be comfortable kneeling. Maybe you just have a blanket to pad the floor a little bit. We're going to start supine on our backs. I'll see you there.
Take a moment to let yourself sink into a comfortable shape on your back, whatever feels supportive to you in this supine position. You might rest legs long, you might have knees bent. You could always use more props to be comfortable here. Build yourself into a shape that for a few moments we can forget about the body. The body can take a backseat. We'll invite attention to just the breath. Notice your easy inhales and notice your easy exhales. Feel the gentle rhythm of that breath. Easy and continuous. Notice how there's really no clear start or stop to that breath. Let out a nice deep exhale. Even bring the belly in a little bit farther to the spine to wring out some old used oxygen. Then let the belly go and take a deep breath in. There's new space as you let the ribs flare out and the lungs fill. Then exhale. Draw the belly in again, just gently, no stress, wringing out something old, something used. And then when you inhale and inflate, there's room for the new. Take a few deep breaths. The breath making space from the inside out. And when you're ready, draw your right knee gently in towards your chest. Right knee in towards your chest, and then take some comfortable hold on that knee. If your fingers are feeling good today, it could be interlaced fingers. You can layer your hands. You could tuck that knee into the crook of your elbow, or if you want even more space, you can always use a strap. But we'll draw the right knee in toward the side of the body and we'll let it gently move around, maybe rocking side to side, going in some slow circles, getting into the corners, the edges of the right hip. Then go ahead and re-grip behind the knee. Grab the back of the thigh, again with interlaced fingers or with the help of a strap. Make room for this knee joint to move, and on your next inhale, stretch your right heel up high to the sky. Don't worry about the leg having to straighten. When you exhale, Rebend the knee and draw the heel back in towards your seat. Do it again. Inhale slowly. Kick up toward the sky. Kick the back of the leg into the resistance of the arms. Exhale. Use the arms to pull that leg back in. And just one more time. Inhale, extend that right leg. Exhale, rebend, reflex that knee. Inhale right here. And then exhale, just easy. Draw your right knee any amount across your body. Twist just for a moment and unwind back to center. Nothing fancy, just change sides. Draw your left knee into your chest. You could go interlaced fingers. You could even layer your opposite pinky on top just for fun. Any modifications to that grip to bring that knee in toward the body and then let it gently rock. Trace some slow circles, rock left to right. Let's take another deep breath with the left knee bent, putting intentional pressure in that deep flexion. Then we'll grab the back of the leg, let the knee joint bend and flex a few times. Your next inhale, kick that left heel up high to your sky. When you exhale, rebend the knee. Draw the heel back in towards your seat. Do it again. Inhale. Kick up, stretch up, kick into, the resistance of those hands. And when you exhale and you bring that leg back in, don't let it just drop with gravity. You are consciously pulling that heel back in to your buns. Inhale one more time. Kick up high. Exhale, rebend that knee. Take a big breath in right here. And then exhale, take your left knee across your body any amount. The hip doesn't even have to come off the floor because we're going to let the inhale roll us back. Hips flat to the floor and gather both of your knees into your chest for a moment. Hug them in tight, that small ball shape. Leave your knees into your chest, but open your arms out to a wide T on your floor. Take a big breath in right here. When you exhale, tip your knees off the left side of your mat, but not quite to fall to the floor. Any pausing point that feels right. When you inhale, draw your knees back up to that center starting point. When you exhale, tip them off the right side. Same idea, not quite all the way to rest, just to hover somewhere. And inhale is going to bring them back up through center. 2 more times each side. Exhale, rock the knees to the left. Inhale, rolls you back. Exhale, rock your knees to your right. This is your rhythm of breath, right? Inhale, those knees up to center. You don't have to rush. Take advantage of your entire breath. Exhale, knees to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, knees to the right. And this time, go ahead and roll all the way onto your right side. Roll until you are stacked and resting at your ankles, hips, and shoulders for a moment. We'll take a big breath in. And then we'll breathe out. Press the ground away and press yourself all the way over to a tabletop position. Now you might grab something to pad the floor. If you want, open a blanket. Make the floor more comfortable. And from a steady tabletop, let's move the spine with classic cats and cows. Inhale. Let the belly drop down gently. Lift the chest, lift your chin, even lift your gaze. Look up. When you exhale, do the opposite. Pull the belly into the spine, round out, chin into the chest, even look down the end of your nose, and then do it again. Inhale. Belly comes through, front of the body stretches into that extension, even look up, right? Extend through the gaze. And then exhale, compress it all. Belly in, ribs in, arch the spine and press down through hands and knees. One more time. Inhale, belly comes through. Exhale, belly rounds out. This time, press into your cow and then reach all the way back to child's pose. When you're ready, let those hips descend back over top of your heels. The arms could rest extended, or you could layer them under your forehead. Take any variation of Child's that lets you feel supported. Again, we're not here for all too long, but we drop right in. Then your next inhale brings you back to your comfortable tabletop. You could widen your knees out a little bit, make a wider base for this one. We're going to walk the left hand to about the middle line of the mat. Then take your inhale to open to your right side. Open the chest and reach your right fingertips high to the ceiling. Take a moment to look up, reach up, even stretch the fingers, roll your right wrist. And then catch on to your next inhale for a big breath in. When you exhale, dive down, dive your right arm like you're gonna go for a thread the needle underneath your left arm, but just hover and hold it till that old air is out of the lungs. Then your inhale picks you back up, unwind, reach up, look up. Exhale, let's do it again. Let's dive down, hover, hold, compress the belly, the ribs. Inhale, reach up, unwind. Third time's a charm. We're gonna exhale this time, dive down, and we're gonna land gently on that right shoulder. Let the weight of the upper body sink down. And if the neck and shoulders aren't ready to be loaded with weight, you do not have to keep your hips high here. You could always let your hips sink back a little bit more over top of the heels. Let's stay for at least 3 breaths. Let your breath slow down if moving the body has started to kick up the heart rate. Let it feel like it can drop back. On your next inhale, let yourself unwind. Press into that left hand, reach all the way back up to where we started, fingers high to the sky. Maybe roll out the wrist, roll the whole arm. We're not in a rush to the second side. We'll come back to center, take anything that you need. Make sure you're still comfortable kneeling. Line that right hand up about middle mat. Take an inhale. Stretch your left fingertips up high. Open the chest, open the arms, like everything unwinds from that center. And then just for a moment, roll out the wrist, stretch the fingers, breathe in. Deep breath out. Let's dive down. Let's fake out that thread the needle. Dive the left shoulder an inch or two from the floor, belly in, ribs in. Then let your inhale carry you all the way back up. Look up, reach up, unwind. Do it again. When you exhale, dive down. Use that breath to move the body. When you inhale, pick it back up. One more time. Let's exhale, let's dive down, and this time land somewhere comfortably on that left shoulder. As comfortable as you can be, adjusting the height of the hips, the weight that you load forward. Nothing feels like it works too hard to keep you here. We'll pause and listen to the rhythm of the breath and the heart. Take 2 more deep breaths. Then let your inhale, when you're ready, unwind you. Press that right hand back into the ground. Inhale your way back up, reach up, look up, even roll out the wrist, bend back the elbow. Take some big air guitar circles with the arm. We'll come back to center and we're gonna find a seat. If you like seated kneeling, you can sit back tall over your heels. If you'd rather get off the knees, then just come around to easy cross legs. Let yourself sit nice and tall. Take a deep breath in right here. When you exhale, just drop the weight of the head towards your right ear toward the right shoulder, then let the head go heavy, chin in toward the chest. Gently let your head lift back up through center. Try your other side, head over to the left, rolling down, chin into the chest. Let your head lift up through center, and let's do that 2 more times. Take a big breath in. When you exhale, right ear to right shoulder, trace the chin in toward the chest, and then inhale picks you back up. Exhale, ear to shoulder, rolling it down, and inhale to pick you back up. Try at least 1 more time. Kind of tracing that figure 8 pattern with the head. If there's somewhere that feels right and you need to stop and pause and explore it, then you can. Otherwise, just let the movement run through a steady range of motion. We started letting the head tilt toward the right. So maybe the next time that your head rolls around the left, just let your chin fall towards your chest and gently stay there. Chin into the chest, feel the chest lift back toward the chin. Bring your hands to meet in front of your heart. Press the palms gently together. Take a deep breath in as we feel that space. Take a deep breath out. We've let go of what we don't need. A deep breath in, feeling immense gratitude for our bodies and all of the amazing things that they do for us every day. A deep breath out. The teacher in me honors the teacher in you. Namaste.
I hope that short practice got you feeling a little more loosened up, got your brain and your joints a little more oxygenated. If you wish that it was longer, you're in luck. I have an entire video library on my website, chronicasana.com, where practices range from 15 all the way to 75 minutes, and they're all made with chronic pain in mind. That's the first link in the description. Otherwise, you know our slogan, pain's a bitch, yoga helps.